I'm here in the Hyatt Regency Hotel. You wouldn't expect anything less from me.
Auckland is the largest city of New Zealand with a population of approximately 1.2 million people. It is the financial center of the country, located on the North Island of New Zealand. These are the twin glass towers, which are the P.A.RODY headquarters for New Zealand. Each building has its own laser beam, which is aimed at the ground to shoot and annihilate any protesters that happen to be down there. This is the Sky Tower. This particular observation tower has a very unique feature. P.A.RODY likes to use this tower to, well, let's just say, intimidate his employees. You'll see what I mean in just a moment. This crater is one of many extinct volcanoes in Auckland city limits. And here is another fabulous view of the massive financial district where P.A.RODY will be doing plenty of business. Oh, here is one of P.A.RODY's young employees being tortured. They're actually going to kill this one. He is being dropped by over 1,500 feet to his death. That's what he gets for slacking off on the job. He actually thought he could go to the bathroom more than twice a day. Damn him. Now look at P.A.RODY walk on the air. P.A.RODY is so blessed and so protected by the Lord that he floats above the ground. Oh, there's another slacker. Damn you, slacker.
We're on top of Mount Eden, a former volcano, and there's Auckland right behind me. Auckland is built in an area with 60 extinct volcanoes.
Famous movie director Peter Jackson is the president of New Zealand. He has outlawed all gigantic apes from rampaging through the city here in Auckland or in Wellington, the capital city, which you'll see at the end of this episode. There's a lot of controversy in Peter Jackson's regime. Apparently, he hands out far too much welfare for the hobbits. The regular-sized people are sick to death of the hobbits getting all these welfare benefits and doing nothing. And this particular man here is especially pissed off. Look how extremely outraged he is over the whole hobbit welfare issue.
P.A.RODY here. Well, what do you think of the Auckland show so far? It's a pretty phenomenal city, isn't it? So, Auckland lights up very beautifully at night, and you can see right outside the window of my luxury suite, I've got a fabulous nighttime view of the city skyline. So even though we are in the southern hemisphere, they do still have nighttime, believe it or not. You would have thought everything is backwards, but no, they have nighttime and they have morning. P.A.RODY here. We're south of Auckland by about 1 hour, and we're in the town of Huntly. And behind me is the biggest thermal factory in the southern hemisphere. It's massive. That thermal power plant could power the entire city of Auckland. I'm going to buy the power plant. The deal is in the works right now. I'm going to switch it right on over to coal, because I like to burn lots and lots of energy. I like to see the pollution coming out. That way I know my factory's working, that the power plants are working. So I'm switching over to coal with lots of good old black soot coming out. It'll be wonderful. The folks will love it here in New Zealand. P.A.RODY here. Continuing on with our journey through New Zealand. We are now in the city of Rotorua. Rotorua is a few hours south of Auckland, the biggest city. And we're right about in the middle of the North Island of New Zealand. Rotorua is a very major tourist center. It's also a timber area. A lot of the people here have jobs with the logging industry and the tourism industry. Here in New Zealand, tourism is the #1 industry. It just overtook the dairy industry this year. So congratulations, New Zealand, on all the tourism dollars that you're making. P.A.RODY here in Rotorua. You probably saw that sign back there. It said, danger, thermal area. Well, I don't care. I'm not going to let that little sign stop me from enjoying the nature that I want to see. If I want to touch a nice little pool of water, I have every right to do that. So I'm going to go explore some of these thermal pools, see if I can exploit them, like I always do. Gonna make some money off of them. So, oh, here's one right here. I'm just gonna step, oh my God, that's hot. Can you hear the bubbling in the background? I'm telling you, I think these thermal pools are about to blow. There's a lot of bubbling going on. I better get my heat protection suit on. And then I can explore and see if there are any special gems that I can extract from the ground here. I might have to ruin the whole area. That's the way it goes when you're a multimillionaire. I have to develop and I have to extract. So, wish me luck. I hope I don't get burned. The white color of Lake Rotorua is from the sulfur floating in the water. That's right, it's from the sulfur. I bet you didn't know I was a scientist. I'm pretty damn smart. Actually, I just read it on a plaque, right over there.
This is the statue of Roy Scheider. The people of New Zealand worship Roy Scheider. He is their national hero for blowing up the shark at the end of Jaws. He stuck it out, risked his life, unlike that dumbass Richard Dreyfuss, who went below the surface of the water in that protective cage. Well, anyway, that's a different story. Roy Scheider is their hero, and these are the geysers here in Rotorua.
Oh, there's the biggest geyser in New Zealand right behind me.
In New Zealand, it's perfectly legal to clone the sheep. See, that's a clone right there. And to clone humans. That lovely brunette girl is a clone. And she's also going to be my sex slave. I like cloned sex slaves. How adorable!
This is Huka Falls, H-U-K-A, Huka Falls, here on the North Island of New Zealand.
And now for the capital city of New Zealand, Wellington. Wellington.
Wellington.
Wellington.
P.A.RODY here in Wellington on a beautiful morning. There's downtown Wellington in the harbor right behind me, and we are on top of Victoria Mountain, named after Queen Victoria, or maybe Victoria Principal from the show Dallas, I'm not sure. But anyway, it's Victoria Mountain that provides this fabulous view of Wellington behind me. So there are the Parliament buildings right behind me, including the one they call the Beehive. So get ready to get stung.